Right, so what do I actually do? Do I actually head for a city? So I thought best thing for me to do, might be a good idea, might be a bad idea, don't know. Head for a city, and then I thought London. Maybe I get dropped off in London. And I've done this before as well when I was younger, in my 20s. I've actually walked the streets of London. And I can even remember to this day now, right, when I started to walk the streets of London, what actually, I had, think it were a chest, can't think of the name, you know, but I let this motorbike get past. Morning! So, you know, I had an infection, a chest infection, and I can remember walking around the streets of London, Kilnurst, walked all around Kilnurst, all the way around London, over London Bridge, and I think I was there a day or two, just walking the streets. And how did we get down London? I can't remember if we tried thumbing a lift off the M1, and we managed to get a train back. And then we got this train, we only had train fare to get back to Sheffield, and then to get back to Ireland from Sheffield, we just walked straight down the railway line, all the way to Elsicker, Springwood, walked up through Springwood, where the cloughs are, walked up the cloughs, and that's how we actually did it. So I was thinking, you know, why go to Barnsley, right? Well, this could be a good idea, go to Barnsley, because I know Barnsley. Try and sign on in Barnsley, and then phone a lift to London, and do some blogs in London. Well, where will you stay when you're in London? You've got no accommodation, you've got no money. So this is going to hold us back. Oh, we're not going there, are we? We can't go because we've got no food, we've got nowhere to stay, we've got no accommodation. To go to London, which is 200 kilometres less, call it 200 miles into London. So we've got a 200-mile trek, and then when we get to the streets of London, you know, we have to, you know, find an hotel, but we ain't got money for an hotel, so we're not going, are we? That's it. We can't go, and we're not stopping on streets, are we? We can't do things like this. Normal person cannot do that and will not do that. But that's what I actually have to do. And that's what I thought, well, I have to do that, you know. Listen, I actually live in the Philippines, so I've got quite a lot of hardship here in the Philippines. Money-wise, food-wise, can't travel, can't go here, can't go there. Day on, day off to go to Murcia if we have a little bit of petrol. Right, let me just try and avoid these walkers here, and it looks like I might be going back down into the fields. Right, so you've got me drift. What we're going to do, we've got no car, we've got no bike, we've got no motorbike. For my lift, go down to London. This is one of my plans. I've got a few plans, I'm not going to tell you all my plans. So, you know, that's what I might actually do. Going to Barnsley, try and sign on, and then get an address. Don't ask me where address. I ain't got a clue at this precise moment. You know, like I said, where there's a problem, where there's a will, there's a way. I'm a will and I'll make a way. So let this bike get past. I'm just thinking what she's doing there. Unless she's somebody looking for wood. Somebody sat down on path. Oh, I know it is. It's a guy, he had a stroke. And he's had a stroke and he cannot walk very well. And for the last 6 months or so, he's actually walking and trying to get himself back to normal. Because he had, like I said, he had a stroke. Right, it looks like I'm going down here right away. There's a lot of people walking around and I can't really chat, so to speak. So that's what I'm thinking of doing. One of the plans, you know, so when I do actually get down to London, and things will be similar to this, right? But it probably will, sun's coming up, so it probably will be a little bit better. It will be very hard, I'm sure about that. So it's not going to be very, very easy. But that's it. You guys are in your comfort zone. You can't do things like that. You know, and I've done this before and it's not very easy. So don't think, oh, it's going to be all fun, and it's not. So what I'm actually going to do is maybe head for a major city, maybe London, maybe not London. So any of you guys who watch this video, make a comment. Then, you know, when I finished in London doing my blogs, don't know where I'll end up. I've thought about quite a lot of things, to be honest. Well, could I rent a caravan? Is there a caravan? I'm not talking gypsy, I'm talking a proper caravan site. Can I actually rent a caravan? Can't rent a caravan, what can I do? Maybe live in a car. I've got no money for a car. So when I actually do get some money, would it be a good idea to actually live in my car? So, you know, lot of thinking, and maybe overthinking. You know, don't sleep at night because I'm thinking, and that's it. So I thought I need to stop overthinking, really. So, you know, I'm thinking too much. Don't get me wrong, you need to think, you need to plan, so to speak, to a degree. So I'm sure when I get down London, and I'm sure a lot of you bashers and haters will go, he don't know what he's doing, he never thought about it. You can't come down London without any money. You can't do this and you can't do that. You know, you can't actually come to London without your bacon sandwich and your cup of coffee. You know, your comfort zone. You can't do things like this. You can't do things like that. But, you know, to be honest, that's what I will be doing. And I'm hard enough to do it, and I'm big enough to do it. And even though it's very hard, you know, even though it's very hard, I've decided that's what I've got to do, unless things turn out a little bit different. But that's the only way I can actually do it. Go down London and sleep on the street, right? Get me piece of cardboard, what's that in my foot? Get me piece of cardboard, sleep on the street, not very much fun. And then I've got, how do I upload a video? So never mind getting a wash, never mind getting a wash and a shave and all rest on it. You know, I'm sure I'll find some way to do it. So how do we upload this video? So we've got problems. So we have to solve these problems. Could I go to a library and upload a video? Probably not. Name, address, ID, you know, all that stuff. You need all that stuff. It's gone crazy, England, really. You know, they just let there's that many wrong people in England. You know, they're just letting everybody into our country. Different religions coming to our country, preaching to us. You know, you can't even say a prayer in school now, can you? Our country, what we built, you know, English people died fought for in the wars. You know, we built this country, and then you've got foreigners coming into this country. Oh, we don't like you praying, and you can't pray in school anymore. So even this government, or whichever government, what they did is they brought religion into schools. So our religion, you know, we used to go to school in the morning. I didn't go to school very often. I used to run away from school. I didn't like school. When I went to school, we used to pray. So you used to pray in the morning. Then you used to say your times table, didn't you? 1 is 1, 2 is a 4. And then you used to go through your times table. And you always prayed when you were at school. When I were a lad, when I were younger, and I were at school, when I were in, what, I don't know, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, we always prayed at school. And then somebody told me about 15 years ago, you can't pray at school now. Kids can't pray. I said, why? Why can't they pray? You know, well, because basically a lot of Muslims I don't have anything against Muslims, but Muslims do not have the right to come to England, whether you're in England or not, whether you're a British citizen or not. You do not have the right to preach to us, and it's our country. You should abide by our rules, not us that are abiding by your rules. Then there's this word, isn't there, racialism, and that gets you everything you want in England, because you can just go, oh, you're racist, and the police will not go with the British citizen, they'll go with the guy that's saying you're a racialist. You know, they'll go with that religion. Looks like there's a lorry, so they'll actually go, morning. They'll go with that religion. So there's just a lot of things going on, right? There's a lot of things going on. I get you, this lorry. I think I can rackle on all morning. You know, there's so many things, and when I get back to England, I'm sure I'll be happy, and at least if I do sign on unemployment, I probably won't be allowed to sign on unemployment. So when I actually do get a bit of money, I'm actually sure I'll meet a friend, Lee, in England, and we'll go for a cup of coffee. And, you know, how nice is that? You can just go for a cup of coffee. And any of you guys in England, you can go for a cup of coffee and you can have a sandwich, you know, because you've got a little bit of money, you've got a little bit of support. So, you know, soldier on. So that's what they did. They brought religion into schools via, you cannot pray. Now, you know, I've had a few people comment, why do you walk around with no shirt on? Well, listen, we're here in the Philippines and it's very, very hot. Morning. So it's very, very hot. Looks like somebody's off to school, going a little bit too fast. So, you know, because dogs actually run out. So that's it. That's it. You know, bringing religion into schools. You know, our country, our rules, but it's not our country and it's not our rules, is it? All these foreigners that are coming in, it's their country and their rules. So you walk around with your top off, and why shouldn't I walk about with my top off, whether I'm in shape or whether I'm out of shape? Why shouldn't I? You know, what's that got to do with you? You know, if you're going to bring religion into it, because I actually heard in England they were going to stop you walking down the street in England with your shirt off. You know, and I thought, that some really crazy rules. These are not English rules, are they? Right, I'll reverse the camera and show you the lorry. It looks like a Scania. We'll see. Guys, this is the sugarcane lorry, and it might not look very close, but it's close. So let me go down here. He's pipping away. Oh, it make a good short video actually. Right guys, so that's what he's doing, look. It looks like he's gonna, the fertilising. So that lorry is full of good topsoil. I did a short video there, so I've done a short video. So whether it goes on to Facebook, I'm deleting my Facebook. So that's what he's doing there, look. Lot of good topsoil, and that'll be for the sugarcane fields. That's his lorry there at the back, and like I said, he's got a lot of good soil. He's going to be fertilising. They'll fertilise top, they'll plant, and they'll probably plough it in. I don't know if they'll plough it in or leave it on top. So that's it, religion. So England, you know, like I said, why shouldn't I walk about with my top off? If I were in Spain, if you go to Spain on holiday, right, you walk about with your top off and you put stuff on and you like to go brown. Now, actually, I could go really, really brown here, you know. It won't take very long, but I'm still white because I choose to be white. Even though I do love a good tan. I like a really nice tan when I'm in England. But here, it's very, very hot and it's very, very dangerous, the sun. It's that hot, it's very dangerous. But you've got me drift if we want to walk about. England's supposed to be a free country, supposed to be free speech. But it's not anymore, is it? But it is. Because what you have to do is stand up, right? Stand up and be counted. Just don't let things go off how they're going off. There's only you guys can actually change it. Right, I'm going back to house. I think Jovelyn will be still in bed. And that's the Canlahan volcano this morning. Right, so I'm going back to house. I might just go back to bed, but I can't sleep. So just a few of my thoughts about England, what I'm going to do. And I won't share everything what I've actually planned, because you know it's not a good idea to share your plans or your dreams to a degree. So you know, I'll actually just wait and see what happens when I get back to England. Take care, God bless. Not long for Christmas. Like I said, I'm deleting my Facebook. Right, I can hear radio, so that's what I'm going to do, delete my Facebook. Take care, God bless. Have a great morning from Conciliam, Philippines to England.